problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Off the play fake, Young. And incomplete to open things up.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young now. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. To the air once more, Young. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Sanders last week, well north of 100 yards receiving. He was hard to stop. The only thing they did well defensively, they didn't allow him to get in the end zone.
And that's small comfort for them because he actually carved them up. I love his versatility. I love his route running. Ran the entire route tree. They hit him on deep shots, quick hitters, balls over the middle, balls to the sideline. He was everywhere.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here is Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It got his man complete. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Seven, our score after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set, yellow, 22.
Back to throw again.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Young on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Young on 1st down.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. And Young's throw there incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Young back near the goal line. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 32 on the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
first down throw for Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Young off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, Young again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On 1st down, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
On 2nd down, here's Williams.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Williams. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Williams going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Young on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A strong, now a hit, and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Ready?
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And Young's going to throw it here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and long for Young.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Shut up.
Here's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw once more, here's Williams.
One last shot at the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yard.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as: a coach, this is the player card. Here are a player's motivations.
today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Daniels.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Mayfield to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Isaiah Likely the target that time.
And it's 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Daniels.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it looks like the defense has got it. Inside the 10.
And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is? When
under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. They go play action. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Once again, it's Irving. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Mayfield on third and 2.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Daniels going to throw for it.
That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A first down throw for Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Mayfield down. A short one there, caught by Likely. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in positive yardage.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Mayfield. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen getting him. Once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Daniels now on 1st and 10. It's Brown with a great grab.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Off the play fake, Daniels
slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jaden Daniels Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs ready to take over once again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, Mayfield. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dorrance Armstrong. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long for Mayfield. Complete to Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, these defenders defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make this.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now Daniels. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's the backup Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Mariota will look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see Week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is going to depend on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and a couple. Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Evans has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
And this is going to be covered up by one.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 19 yards away.
And the Bucs get a bit closer. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Daniels looking to throw.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Finding Ertz again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and 2. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Robinson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders are an extra point away.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Throwing, Mayfield.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Mayfield on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot for Mayfield here. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away some